Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to Transport Fever. It has been a while since I've been in the game and apparently there was a patch out. It was a performance patch or something. It added a few things and changed a few things. So apparently it was a usability patch, or I have no idea. One thing I did see that they added, something called double slip switches. If I can figure out a good place to show that. This right here. Okay, so currently we have this where it comes in and it can either go this way or this way. Now if you wanted to also come onto this one, you'd have to add, another line in here, but you can of course make this a double slip switch. Click on that, it'll highlight where it's valid and you can say yes, and it turns that into that. So now the trains can go that way, they can go that way, they can go that way, they can go that way, and that way. So about that. I don't so much as mind that, but for the reasons of simplicity and because I don't want trains going in weird directions, I'm keeping this as is. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using them. Actually, there's one place I might actually use them, which is at not Toledo, which is here, something like this. Making this a little bit convoluted. This is a good place to possibly. So we could double slip switch at that. Although it's kind of, actually, is it? Yeah, it's kind of useless. In this instance it is. So yeah, about that. This, I wanted to go this way and then no. Yeah, with the way things are set up here, I really couldn't care less about that. But it is what it is. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been in the game. I've had to familiarize myself with the game again. Some of the menus have changed, and I'm not sure how I didn't notice it before, but this is transparent. And I was looking at my previous footage, and indeed, it is transparent. I'm not sure what it is now, but it just makes it harder to see. They've turned these from text labels into little icons, which I admit is a little bit annoying. Because, what is that? That's a only show tram depots and lines. And that's road vehicles. Although that looks kind of like a bus. And that looks like more of a caterpillar, but it's apparently rail lines. And that's all of them. So I'd actually prefer this back the way it was. This, yeah, about that. One useful change though, if we can come over here. If you remember, not that. What was it? Bother. Right here, new line. Yes. It's at the top of the list now, rather than, I think, really? I can't. Okay. Rather than being at the bottom line. I like that. Although, okay, about that. Anyway, so that's about all I've noticed. Apparently there's been some performance improvements. And so what I would like to do, I really had no idea where I wanted to jump into because it's of course been a month and a half since I last jumped into the game. And yeah, I've been off playing 7 Days to Die. I've been playing, most likely you've seen it on the channel, it's Motorsport Manager. And I'm sure people are like wondering, when's this game going to return? The two previous episodes, oh wow. There's a, yeah, that lag isn't gone away. I'm on pause. I'm on pause of all things and you zoom in too quickly, the game kind of lags out about that. And yeah, so I imagine people are wondering, where is Transport Fever? Well, from time to time I get bored. Not really bored, but something else catches my eye. In this case, it was 7 Days to Die. So yeah, about that. Now, what I would like to do, and yeah, about that. So we have Memphis, Ontario, Santa Clarita, Denver, and Ventura, all on this side, not been connected. Last time, pretty sure we connected up Cedar Rapids with the rest of the network. And then I did a little bit of work on the some freight lines, I think it was. But yeah, about that. Now we want to extend out to the west here. So with that in mind, I did set this up already. Looks like there's been some development. So what do I want to focus on first? Do we set up... You know what? I'm going to run rail. I'm going to run rail because it's nice and simple. Alright, so we have this popping out from there, and what I want to do is I want to have this come around. Alright, about that. How do I want to... Whoa. What's going on there? Alright. I'm curious, did they change these so that... Can you... Well, you can adjust the terrain. You used to couldn't do this. Oh? Oh! I see. Here's a question. Can you... Rush strength high. Well, you can affect the water, the soil underneath, but you cannot actually affect... You cannot remove water. So I can't raise this beyond the water level. But I can actually change the terrain there. Interesting. Alright, about that. There are a few other additions. There is the track speed limit, so you can actually see if we get over there. It also, if we turn off all of these, is a way to be able to see all your tracks at a glance. That's kind of cool. And so you can see where the slow parts are when you zoom in. So this is 300 miles per hour or 300 kilometers an hour, 248, 246. That's very useful indeed. We no longer have to build extra track along the side just to see what the speed is of the various tracks. One thing they didn't change is the penchant of the tendency of buildings to build on bridges and cause issues like this. When that's been a long time issue for me. Yeah, about that. We also have street traffic, so you can actually see all your roads, and this is actually very useful to see if you have a break in your roads. Like right here, there's a road that goes up to here, goes no more. Over here, this farm is disconnected. This is as well. That as well, so if I want to, I can just... Indeed. Can I? Or not? Oh, never mind. That's the station. Okay, yeah. Let's put away the bulldozer tool, because we want to go to the west. Let's turn those on for reasons, and now... How do I want to run this? First of all, grab the bulldozer again. We're going to get rid of these roads because reasons. running rail here, and I don't really want the roads to interfere with rail. No, we're not going to go with catenaries. Catenaries are for Europe, don't you know? Alright, so we have 300. Yes, awesome. Gonna run that to there. We have a little bit of a tunnel, that's fine. And how is that? That. Yep, we'll go with that. Although, we're going to mess with this. And now. Let's go to there. And one thing I'm going to want to probably do is build this side of the track first, since it'll be bordering on water. And we might as well connect this up, because reasons. Go to there, and 300. This is a passenger line, so 300 is entirely doable. 300 to there. Now, we'll go to there. Straight as an arrow. And we are going to bring this to about there. Yep, to about there. I don't want that to snap. Now, where do I want to bring this from here? Well, this is the... whichever line this is. This is going to be the... TPHS. We got Phoenix to Waco. It will be the Phoenix to Waco line extended. Probably to... I'm either going to have to... You know what? I'm probably just going to run it straight to Santa Clarita. I think. Bring it right in here, cross over. Or I could bridge over here. Alright, bet that. Now, we are going to be parking this. Because reasons. Alright, so I'm going to want to go to about here. And then we are going to be raising it up. Something like that. Let's go to about... Sure about there. And just going to pull it back for reasons. And that builds a bridge. Nice. Alright, perfect. We are going to do embankment, embankment, and I'm going to bring this in. I am almost tempted to bring it over here and just bridge over with some or Memphis and Santa Clarita. Alright, we'll leave that for now. We are going to build a train station. And we are going to go with one coming in from Waco. I might run a second going up through Ontario. Maybe out here to Cedar Rapids. Because right now we only have the one line coming in there. Although with that said, yeah, it would be kind of awkward to bring them in there. Or not. Could bring them in around like that. Yeah, that can work. So Santa Clarita, Ontario to Cedar Rapids. And then if we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're gonna need 4 platforms. And this will probably be an end of the line, so terminus, and it looks like some things have changed here. We are going to go with high-speed track 320. Let's go with the old style. And do I want to? I'm going to have to. Or I go with that. Not that. That. And actually... yeah, we'll get rid of this. And we will instead build a large street. Build it on the flat. We'll do the same thing over here. Because what I'm going to be doing is building this with 2nd Street connections. Should I build with catenaries? Probably not going to ever use those trains. So yeah, we are going to connect this up like that. And am I not? Alright about this. Yep. But first, Let's just build it there. And now we are going to level out the ground. We have $1.96 billion. Gonna have a lot of fun with the smoothing tools with that kind of money. And there we go. Now there's some funky things going to be probably happening here. Alright, let's get rid of that. For start, we are going to large street this up. And we'll get rid of that as well. And we are going to bring this to here and to there. And so when we actually put down the transit, they'll be able to walk directly to the harbor. Anyone coming in the harbor can walk through the station and connect up as desired. Let's drop this terrain down. There we go. And another reason to do this way is, of course, because we can put down some depots. Now, what I want to do is drop this down to the flat, I think. Same thing with that. Alright, we are going to want to do that. I think I'm going to first build the depot. And we don't want road, we want track. Let's connect that up like that. And then connect this over to there. We're going to connect this over to there, and it can all be serviced from one depot. Now, with that said, what I'm going to do, we are going to large street this up, and if we can, we're going to try it doesn't really matter. We'll build that. Although with that said, I don't quite like that, so we are going to mess with it. Because reasons. Alright. Now, we're going to make that flat. And straight in there. Alright, how does that look? That looks alright, although I'm pretty sure buildings that build here will, of course, mess that up, because they always do. That is not possible, therefore we are just going to, you know, I don't really want to destroy a stone bridge, but it just got to go. Because reasons. Maybe. It didn't really matter. We are going to replace it with a new bridge. And that is completely fine just because, well, we don't need any ships to go past. So we'll just go with that. And we're just going to adjust the terrain. Because reasons. Alright, about that. So, Santa Clarita, we are going to want to connect you up. Now, how do I want to do this? We're actually going to bring probably just a line from Memphis. Although with that said, I want to do a Memphis, Ontario, Denver, and possibly Ventura line. What I'll probably do is build the station over here so I don't have to cross over and then cross over. So it'll probably go something like this, station there, maybe around here to station here. Was I considering... I was actually considering running... that's right. Freight continue onwards that direction because there is stuff here. Alright, about that. So what we are going to do is... connect up this line. Let's build the rest of the rail line. And 247K. 250K. There's another 171K. Alright, so we are going to have to cross over, which means we're going to have to raise up. Two of these will come one over that way, one over that way, which might as well be this side here. So I'm going to... no. And now... from there over to... we will connect onto there. How would that look like? It would be a $5.5 million bridge, $6.41 million bridge. Potentially. Alright, so we are going to have to be careful with this. Let's go high-speed rail. Yep, that's fine. $162. Alright. And now we are going to want to bring this around. We are going to go with embankment because I like embankments. Alright, at what point can I build an embankment? Probably right around... Oh wow, that's a little slow for the corner. Down to 162. Ew. Nope. What is the speed limit right now? 300 to there. We're going to try to keep it 300 even though I don't have a train that can go 300. I don't think. Yep, we're going to do that. And then we are going to... bulldozer. And bring that over to there. That maintains 300, although 283. That won't do. We'll pull this back just a bit more. To there. So that is 300 there, 300, 300. Yep, perfect. It is passenger rail after all, so if we can get 300, then 300 should be. And it looks like building on here has been made a lot easier, so that is something. There used to be a lot more train alignment issues. And now we are going to smooth out the embankment so it looks a little bit more natural. Alright, so we got that line connected up. What we are going to want to do obviously is right there to right about there, and there to there. Now if we want to, we can make this a double slip switch, but I'm not sure there is necessarily a point because reasons. There'd be no point for the train to come in like this and then come back around like that. Its main purpose is, of course, if you have two lines crossing, then you can use the double switch. Alright, but that now, what I want to do is remove that off. Memphis. Memphis is going to want to connect on. It's probably going to be a slower speed service. And this is a higher... Yep, we're going to run it here. And I'm going to be wanting to go uphill. Not navigable water, so we want to get up to a 170, 180. We are currently at 111. So what we are going to do, we are going to make sure we stay on the flat optimally. Although for now, we're going to pull this back. Going to want to take that road out. going to go with an embankment. We are going with an embankment, because I said so. Yep, I think we'll stay at this height, although with that said, let's pull it back around. Alright, where is the... Alright, so residential's on this side, so I'm going to want to bring the train in on that side. Let's go to 180. Although I think that is the... Yes, it is. 183. First, we are going to build this station. Oh, this is going to be fun. So I'm going to pull it back this way. Passenger stations and train station, we are going to go with... Did I go 320? Yes, I did. Why is this back down to 160? Why is it not high speed? What's going on here? Why is it one track? Alright, so I'm going to want Memphis, Ontario, Denver. Going that way. And that, so we are going to want a 2-track. 2 tracks, we are going to want 320. We are going to want high speed. Sure, 2nd Street connection. And we are going to throw this, say, right about here. Where is it coming in? From right about there. Let's actually bring it to about here. Medium Street is fine. We'll start on the flat. Like that. And then we are going to build this side. Like that. And now we have the uphill bit. So let's see what it wants to build me. No. No. That potentially doable. Unable to line train. All right, we have a problem then. So we are going to just... Oh, this is going to be interesting then. I might have to move this then somewhere over here and kind of go like this. Don't really want to. Alright, well, we got that. That's fine. Let's come over here just a bit. Actually, There's no issue there. So... $2.41 million. We're still down to 1.95 billion. It's a drop in the bucket. All right. One thing I could have done is built a bridge instead, but we're going to keep this as is, and we're just going to smooth this out just a bit because reasons. And there we go. Now, with that said, I do want to have another line coming over here into Memphis. We are going to have to cross over. Actually, yeah, this will work. Presuming it will work. And not look ugly. I wanted to bring it across here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. What is it doing? No, please don't do that. It's going to be a little bit annoying. How's that? That is tolerable. No, no. Construction. Alright about that. We are going to come back to about here and too much curvature. Construction's not possible. Sure, construction is very possible. Terrain alignment collision. And how does that look? That looks fine. Yep, that'll work. Now, does that look flat, relatively speaking? Yep. Awesome. And I am going to definitely not want to bring it down to ground level, so basically right about there. Yep, something like that. And then we are going to want to ensure that we don't block the navigable waters. So yeah, that's good. And we are going to bring this to about there, and then from here we are going to just bring it down but with an embankment. Because I like embankments. Awesome. Now, with that in mind, we are going to be replacing part of this bridge with an embankment. Of course not. Wouldn't that be silly? Nope. We need to at least be on the flat. Embankment. Apparently not. Alright, about that. Oh, this is annoying. Yep, it is annoying. We want it at the very least on the flat, and now, although the problem could be this here. Embankment, yes, although it looks like I can. No, we're going to go like that. Then we are going to get really obsessive with this. We're definitely not dropping it down, so you can just forget about that. And then we are going to connect that. That kind of bridge. And is this going to cause me issues? No, it's not. And there we go. That is going to be that section of track. How does that look? That looks alright. I'm not sure about the squiggle here, but it's alright. At this point, though, I've run this episode along a little too long, and that was part of the reason for the break, where this episode is recorded separately from the other ones I've done. Usually I try to record a week at a time, and in this case, this week's episodes were supposed to be 4 of this series, 3 of the Truck Fever series, and yeah, about that. Which is why I didn't release. I have a couple other episodes already recorded from before the patch, from a month and a half ago, and yeah, I didn't release them because I didn't have this one and the next one recorded. I'll be working on the next one, but I wanted to leave it there. We are going to be continuing with the Western expansion. I don't really know where I want to go after that, but I want to definitely get Memphis and Santa Clarita connected up. We have those so we can potentially set up lines, but I think I'm just going to continue building track. Let's just get all the track laid down, and then we can figure out lines from there. Anyway, at this point in time, I'd like to say thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever Sandbox Edition. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SP Gaming, and as always, have a good day.